Most of us spend our 20s chasing what we think matters: fancy job titles, Instagram-worthy experiences, and the perfect relationship. But in your 30s, something shifts. The game changes completely. Your 30s aren't about checking boxes anymore. They're about building foundations that actually matter while you still have the energy and runway to make meaningful changes. It's when you realize that compound interest applies to every area of your life, not just your finances. Here's what nobody tells you. Most people waste their 30s optimizing for the wrong things. They focus on climbing ladders that lead to walls they don't even want to scale. What actually matters in your 30s isn't what society tells you should matter. It's what will matter to you when you're 40, 50, or 80 years old, looking back. It's about what compounds over time, not what feels good in the moment. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what actually matters in your 30s, from finances to relationships, to health, and to time, without all the usual nonsense. No inspirational quotes, no celebrity case studies, no hustle culture propaganda. Just practical wisdom that you wish someone had told you years ago. Chapter 1. Financial Foundations That Actually Matter. Your 30s are prime time for making financial moves that will echo for decades to come. This window of opportunity won't stay open forever. What really matters? Starting your retirement savings not later, but right now. The person who starts investing at 35 has to save nearly twice as much per month as someone who started at 25 to reach the same amount by 65. It's not about being rich, it's about giving your future self options. Consider this. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 30 versus age 40, the difference by age 65 isn't just about 10 years of contributions. It's often hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not hyperbole, that's mathematics. The 1% improvement rule applies powerfully to finances. Small adjustments, automating an extra 1% to savings each month, reducing fees by 0.5%, improving investment returns slightly, don't just add up over decades. They compound exponentially, creating massive divergence in outcomes. What doesn't matter? The brand of your car, keeping up with your friends' lifestyles, or even your exact investment returns in the short term. We obsess over getting an extra 1% return while ignoring the 15% we're not saving at all. We'll spend hours researching a $200 purchase, but won't take 20 minutes to set up automatic investments. Isn't that fascinating? It's like researching the best umbrella while your roof has a massive hole. What truly matters is understanding the power of compound interest. A dollar saved in your 30s can be worth $10 to $15 by the time you retire. Your biggest ally isn't a hot stock tip, it's time. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Establishing a Roth IRA in your 30s creates a tax-free growth machine that will serve you for decades. The tax advantages become increasingly valuable as your wealth grows. It's like planting a tree that grows tax-free fruit for the rest of your life. Being your own financial planner matters more than most realize. No one cares about your money more than you do. Taking time to understand basic investment principles isn't just about saving advisor fees, it's about gaining the confidence to make decisions aligned with your specific life goals. The most important financial question in your 30s isn't how can I get rich quickly? It's what small, consistent actions can I take that will compound over decades? Chapter 2. Career Moves That Actually Matter. In your 20s, career success often means impressive titles or working for recognizable companies. But in your 30s, something fundamental shifts. Define career success on your own terms, not society's. Is it flexibility, impact, creativity, income, or alignment with your values? There's no universal right answer, but there is a right answer for you. Look at the people a decade ahead on the path you're considering. Do they seem fulfilled? Do they have the life balance you want? The compensation you desire? The impact you crave? Your future self is watching your choices today. Taking calculated career risks while you still have time to recover matters enormously. The biggest career regrets come from risks not taken, not from failures experienced. Your 30s provide the perfect blend of credibility and runway. You have enough experience to be taken seriously, but still have decades to pivot if needed. It's the career sweet spot for meaningful experimentation. We avoid career risks out of fear, forgetting that staying in a misaligned role is itself a massive risk, a risk to our well-being, growth, and long-term fulfillment. It's like avoiding the ocean because you might drown while slowly dehydrating in the desert. Pursuing a side hustle that aligns with your passions isn't just about extra income. It's about creating optionality and developing skills in a low-risk environment. You're building a foundation for skills that will remain valuable in a changing economy, not just technical skills, but human skills, communication, judgment, empathy, and critical thinking. These appreciate over time, while many technical skills depreciate. Finding work that aligns with your core values, where passion meets purpose, can transform Monday mornings from a source of dread to a source of energy. It's not about loving every minute, but about serving something that truly matters to you. Building a professional network before you urgently need it makes all the difference. The best time to build relationships is when you don't need anything. Your career isn't a straight line, it's a constellation. Each point of light connects to create something meaningful, even when individual moves seemed random. The question isn't whether you're on the right path, but whether you're extracting the right lessons, connections, and growth from whatever path you're on. Chapter 3: Relationships that actually matter. We enter our 30s with a collection of relationships, some by choice, some by circumstance. Now comes the great curation, quality over quantity. The research is clear. Close connections are the single biggest predictor of happiness across your lifetime. Not money, not achievements, relationships. The Harvard study of adult development tracked people for over 80 years and found something profound. The people who were most satisfied with their relationships at age 50 were the healthiest at age 80. Your social connections are quite literally a matter of life and death. You've probably noticed your social circle naturally contracting in your 30s. That's not something to fight, it's something to lean into with intention. Learning your partner's love language isn't just fluffy relationship advice, it's about efficiency and connection. It's about understanding how to make the people you care about actually feel cared for, in the way that registers most deeply for them. We laugh about having no time for friends in our 30s, yet we'll spend hours scrolling through the highlight reels of people we barely knew in high school. It's like complaining about being hungry while throwing away groceries. Having more patience, especially with parents as roles begin to shift, becomes increasingly valuable. The parent-child dynamic evolves in your 30s, sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically. Spending quality time with good friends to deepen bonds pays dividends that no career achievement can match. The conversations that matter aren't scheduled in 30-minute increments, they unfold in unhurried space. Invest in relationships that reciprocate your energy. The friendships where you can pick up exactly where you left off, even after months. The partnerships where both people choose each other daily, not just initially. Making time for meaningful connection without digital distractions has become a radical act. We've normalized the constant interruption of our deepest moments. Learning to let go of unfulfilling relationships isn't a failure, it's growth. It creates space for connections that truly nourish you. The most important relationship question in your 30s isn't how can I please everyone? But who are my people and am I investing in them accordingly? Chapter 4: Health habits that actually matter. In your 20s, health often seems like an infinite resource you can borrow against indefinitely. But in your 30s, you start getting the first statements from that debt. Create sustainable health habits rather than crash programs. The 30-day challenge you hate every minute of achieves far less than the simple daily habit you can maintain for years. Your body is keeping score in your 30s. It's still forgiving, but it's definitely taking notes. We'll research the perfect workout split or diet plan for weeks, then abandon it after days. Meanwhile, a daily 10-minute walk maintained for years will transform your health more profoundly than the perfect program followed sporadically. Address mental health proactively before crisis points. Your psychological resilience impacts everything: your work, relationships, physical health, and how you move through the world. Sleep becomes non-negotiable in your 30s. It's the foundation everything else is built upon. The most important health question in your 30s isn't how can I look like an Instagram model, but what small, consistent habits can I maintain that will serve me for decades? Chapter 5. Mindset Shifts That Actually Matter. Our 20s often trap us in fixed mindsets about who we are and what we're capable of. But your 30s are prime territory for the great mindset revolution. Developing a growth mindset, rather than holding on to a fixed one, opens doors to resilience and possibilities that your fixed mindset self couldn't even imagine. The belief that you can develop your abilities through dedication and hard work empowers you to overcome challenges and grow in ways you never thought possible. Learning to say no without guilt or explanation becomes essential. It's the single most powerful tool for creating the life you actually want. For years, we read books about setting boundaries while saying yes to things we resent. It's like studying nutrition while eating fast food for every meal and wondering why nothing changes. The key is shedding the negative habits, toxic relationships, and self-limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Your 30s are the perfect time to identify patterns that have followed you for a decade and actively choose different ones. Embracing failure as learning, rather than defining yourself by it, transforms everything. The willingness to fail is directly proportional to your capacity for growth. The most important mindset question in your 30s isn't how can I be perfect, but how can I be perfectly imperfect while continuing to grow? Your 30s are a turning point, and so is this. Chapter 6. Time Management That Actually Matters. Time feels different in your 30s. The days get longer, but the years get shorter. Understanding the difference between urgent and important becomes crucial. Most people spend their 30s trapped in urgent but unimportant tasks, neglecting the important but non-urgent activities that create real value over time. Time affluence, the feeling of having enough time, becomes more valuable than money. Yet, we sacrifice it constantly for things that don't actually improve our lives. We complain about being busy, while reflexively filling every moment with distraction. It's like complaining about being broke while shopping online every night, a curious contradiction we rarely examine. Create white space in your schedule for creativity and rest. Your most valuable insights and deepest joys emerge not from cramming more in, but from allowing space for emergence. Setting boundaries around your time becomes an act of self-respect. Because how you spend your days is ultimately how you spend your life. The most important time question in your 30s isn't how can I do more, but how can I focus on what truly matters and let go of the rest? Chapter 7. Lifestyle Choices. Society bombards us with messages about what a successful 30s lifestyle should look like. But there's a profound difference between an impressive life and a good one. Creating a home that feels peaceful and organized is essential. Not Instagram perfect, but a genuine sanctuary that supports rather than drains you. Prioritizing travel and experiences while you have fewer commitments pays dividends. Experiences, not possessions, shape memories that last a lifetime. The simple act of choosing what truly aligns with your values, whether it's a weekend getaway or simply a slower, more intentional pace of life, becomes the foundation for lasting satisfaction. It's about building a life that feels like yours, not the one everyone else is trying to sell you. It's not about the things that look good online, but about what truly expands who you are. We often postpone meaningful experiences for someday, while enduring environments that subtly drain our energy. It's like saving your favorite clothes for a special occasion that never comes. Treat your digital life with the same care as your physical one. The information diet you consume shapes your thoughts, emotions, and ultimately your life in ways most people don't realize. Developing routines that serve you rather than restrict you creates freedom within structure. The right constraints don't limit possibility, they create it. The most important lifestyle question in your 30s isn't how does this look to others, but does this actually enhance my life in meaningful ways? Chapter 8: Purpose and Meaning That Actually Matter. The existential questions often hit differently in your 30s. The initial dreams have either materialized or shifted, leaving space for deeper reflection. Finding your ikigai, that sweet spot where passion, talent, purpose, and opportunity intersect, often doesn't come from a grand, dramatic revelation. Instead, it emerges from the small, daily choices that align with your authentic self. Balancing ambition with contentment becomes the great dance, striving for more, while simultaneously appreciating what you already have. We chase external markers of success, only to wonder why achieving them feels hollow. It's like following a treasure map, only to find someone else's treasure. Interesting, yes, but ultimately not what nourishes your soul. Make meaningful contributions to the causes that matter to you. Not out of obligation, but from a genuine connection to something larger than yourself. Understanding what enough means for you personally is liberating. It's the antidote to the endless pursuit of more that our culture relentlessly promotes. Chapter 9: Wisdom That Actually Matters. In your 30s, knowledge starts to transform into wisdom, the difference between knowing something intellectually and truly embodying it. One of the most powerful skills you'll develop is knowing when to trust your intuition over your logic. Both are valuable tools, but understanding which to use and when can make all the difference. Embracing life's contradictions leads to surprising freedom. Structure creates flexibility. Vulnerability fosters strength. Boundaries lead to freedom. We often search for clear, binary answers in a world that thrives on spectrums and contradictions. It's like trying to understand the vastness of the ocean by focusing on a single wave, fascinating, but ultimately incomplete. Practice mental rehearsal techniques to prepare for life's challenges. Visualize not just your success, but also the obstacles you'll face and how you'll respond to them. This creates real resilience. And when you understand the source of your stress triggers, you transform reactivity into choice. Knowing the why gives you power over the what. The most important wisdom question in your 30s isn't what should I know, but how can I embody what I already know in a deeper way? We've explored what truly matters across various areas of life in your 30s, but what truly makes the difference is integration. Recognize how these areas interconnect and reinforce each other. Financial stability creates the space for career risks. Better health enhances relationships. Smarter time management supports deeper purpose. Each part of your life builds upon the others, creating a solid foundation for the future. The greatest gift you can give your future self is integration today. It's not about perfection in any single area, but about creating harmony across them all. We often compartmentalize our lives, addressing each area in isolation. But that's like trying to tune individual instruments without considering the orchestra they belong to. Staying positive in your 30s is about mindset, not milestones. This is the decade where life gets real, but so do you. You stop chasing approval and start choosing purpose. Let go of comparison. Everyone's path is different, and yours doesn't need to look like anyone else's to be meaningful. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small steps forward still move you ahead. Protect your energy. Say no when needed, rest without guilt, and invest in people and habits that lift you up. Positivity grows when you take care of yourself. Most importantly, trust the process. Your 30s aren't about having everything figured out. They're about becoming stronger, wiser, and more confident in who you are. Stay positive. You're not behind. You're building.